What's the fastest growing city in the state of Illinois? The fastest growing city is Glencoe, Illinois. It was one of the best values that was available in the state, one of the best values of suburban Chicago, and it just absolutely skyrocketed and took off because it was a little bit depressed compared to neighboring areas and COVID, the demand for the suburbs, and then all the building that's gone on. So it's averaged 44% increase over the last year or so for new construction homes, and around 33% on homes in general, which is just massive, huge. The other areas that have gone up quite a bit, neighboring areas have been significantly increased, is Lake Forest, which had gone through a real depressed time. Huge lots outside of Chicago, large homes, great schools, but the market was really down and then just kicked into high gear during COVID. So that's gone up about 25%. Then you have areas like Wilmette and Winnetka that are up quite a bit too, anywhere, depending on the time frame that you look, anywhere from 12 to 20%. But Glencoe is far and away the strongest, biggest increase. One of the smaller suburbs, right by the lake, close to downtown Chicago, short commute, great schools, tremendous downtown area. You can bike, swim, great beach. You can bike all the way up to Wisconsin. It's just a great area. So why did it increase so much more? Well, it's because, as I said, it was a little bit depressed. There were a lot of older homes, and we've seen just the builders there can't even get enough land to keep building. I just sold property for $1.5 million to a builder who's going to knock the home down, and then he's going to put up, probably a $4.5 million home. It'll probably sell quickly. So the builders are making money. People are coming up to Glencoe from the city or from out of state. Everybody's happy. There's a lot of money exchanging hands, and it's just a great place to live. So neighboring areas like Wilmette and Winnetka are in demand too, but they just were, doing well, better than Glencoe. They weren't as good at values before COVID. So they've gone up, but just not as much as Glencoe has, which has been significant. The other areas of the Chicago area, because Chicago is really the big thing in Illinois. Obviously, it's by far the where the most people live, where the most economic activity is, and the other areas in Chicago and outside of it have gone up a little bit. In the city of Chicago, there's definitely been an increase in single-family home prices, but there's actually been a decrease in condominiums and developments like that. So pretty significant in Chicago, the decrease in some of the areas, and Glencoe just blows away any area in Chicago. Glencoe has, like I said, limited number of options. The lack of supply drives that price through the roof, and the homes that they're selling there are, pretty significant. Like, one just sold for about $4 million, 4.2, very common price range in Glencoe, and some of the other ones coming online are going to be even more. So what's going to happen to these areas that have gone up so much? Well, historically, the North Shore, which is where Glencoe is located, the northern suburbs of Chicago, do really well, even in a downturn. They typically go down a lot less than other areas, hold their values really well. During the 2008-9 downturn, they held their values just as well as just about any area around. The only other area that we probably could compare was Lincoln Park in Chicago. So some of the most in-demand, well thought of areas, people, they're very highly ranked by niche.com, all of them. The schools are highly ranked, and they just do well in a downturn. I gotta say though, if you pay 44% more for a home, you could lose, 10%, 15% at some point. I would not be surprised if that happened. but people don't seem to care. They want what they want. They want to live in the area they want to live in, and you know, they really value all the things and convenience it has to offer. So, you know, when you're looking at, you know, a home in Glencoe, you should be cautious. You know, make sure you know how that builder's homes very specifically drill down, have done over time. But Glencoe's a great place. Winnetka, Wilmette, great places, and then, you know, Lincoln Park is another area that does well. So just call, text, email, you need anything at all. You know, I've sold over 1,000 homes in these areas, and one of the most experienced and trustworthy guys around. Talk to you soon.